Howdy y'all. I'm recording the intro for this video after I've actually recorded the rest of the video. Because, now I know what I'm working with. So, in this video, I'm going to show you how to do a pretty much perfect Cayo Perico run. And what I mean by perfect is pretty much as fast as possible, with pretty much as much money as you can get as a single person. As far as I know, if someone knows a better way of doing this, I'd be interested, because I could stop wasting my time. But this is just, I just saw a run some guy did, and then I just kind of like improved upon that any way I could. Yeah, so it's pretty much the best I can do. I mean, there's probably some crazy like speedrun strat I don't know that's better or something, but for me, this is the perfect blend of as fast as possible, as consistent / easy as possible, and as much money as possible. So yeah, hopefully this helps you out. What? Oh. We're recording? Okay, good. Just gonna do a Cayo run. Oh wait, I haven't actually started yet. I don't have any food on me, but you don't really need food when you're really good at the game. No, I'm just kidding. But I have practiced Cayo a bunch, so if I mess up, I'll just kill myself with grenades and start over, so whatever. The escape point does not matter because I escape on a motorbike and just swim out. Do you see that bright, like, flashing white? I don't know if that's lightning or just, like, some kind of weird visual bug or something. Anyway, fun fact. If you go into first person mode, you can turn around 180 degrees instantly with your mouse. Makes you faster, which is good because the first part of Cayo Perico is, I mean, it's not really necessary, but we're trying to do it fast enough to where we don't have to wait for a guard to patrol. Because if we get there too late and the guard patrols, he'll hear us shoot the guard at the top of the tower. Shut the fuck up, Pavel. No one cares. Okay, here comes that instant 180 I talked about. I also find being in first person kind of helps me line up to jump up on the railing. If you just do it right, you don't have to wait or anything. That's pretty much the perfect spot. Then you gotta make sure you're up against that post before you try to climb it, or you might accidentally jump into it and then fall off the cliff. Pop goes the weasel. So we're really fast right now. We don't have any worries about the guard patrolling before we shoot this guy. So that's pretty much what you're looking for right there. Can be useful to be first person right there as well. You can turn around faster, but I feel like it makes it harder to aim at that previous guard, so I don't do it. Fortunately, we got a low roll on the vault. Or on the safe, I mean. Is there actually a difference between a vault and a safe? Or is that just a complete synonym? I always felt like a vault was kind of like a big room you could walk into, maybe. Like a giant safe. Sorry, I shouldn't be thinking about other things while doing this. It's making me slower than normal. Still though, we had 15 seconds left at the end, so that's considered good. Not that it really matters. We're not on any sort of like time crunch or anything. Unless you're speedrunning. But yeah, like, we're not on a time crunch. It's not like if we take too long, a guard's gonna find a corpse or something like that. We can take our time. Although, we do want to complete the heist before 15 minutes at least. Although, that's really easy. Normally, my runs are about 11 minutes. And I just did a run where I did 8 minutes because I had double cocaine on my first looting spot. That's what we're looking for, is double cocaine. So if you can get that on your first looting spot, you know, that's speedrun time. But it's weird because it's like, what exactly is a speedrun? Because technically you could just leave without any secondary loot, right? To me, I feel like for a speedrun, you need the most loot possible and you have to do it as fast as possible for like the god run. And to do that, you're gonna need like... Oh, by the way, this guard right here is in the perfect position. We can just run straight to the exit, no need to worry about anything. Sometimes he's in a spot where he might see you, and it's okay to just stand there for like 10 seconds while he walks out of the way, if you need to. Like, if he's at the exit and he's walking back, you don't want to like mess around with that. You should just wait for him to walk away. But yeah, if you want like a perfect run, first it would have to be hard mode. Second, and to get hard mode, you have to do a second Cayo after your first one within an hour of it coming off cooldown. So you have to do Cayo, wait 2.5 hours, and then do Cayo again to unlock hard mode. You also have to get the pink diamond, or I guess there's like a... Maybe there's like a panther statue or something, but I've never seen it. I don't know if it's on PC. It might just be like a special thing where it only happens certain weeks. So yeah, you'd have to get that. And then you'd have to do everything perfectly. You'd also need a high safe roll. I think you might be able to just exit the game and retry if you get a low safe roll. So that's not really a problem. But yeah, you need all that other stuff. And then you also need double cocaine on one of the first 2 looting spots here at the docks. Like, here we have just cash. I did get a run where I had double cocaine right there last time. But it wasn't hard mode and it wasn't pink diamond. I actually have footage of the 8-minute completion time. Although I don't know if that really proves anything. I guess you could use math to figure it out. We have double weed and a cache. I'm just gonna take this and go. I'm not on hard mode anyway. It's not like I'm doing some kind of god run. Actually, now that I think about it, I should probably keep going since I'm supposed to be showing you how to do Cayo. No, I'll just say this. Normally, I would just take the 2 weeds in the cache and run. However, you could just take if you're going for max money, what you do is you probably just take nothing and then go for double cocaine at the airstrip. This is the docks. There's 3 looting spots at the airstrip, so chances are you're gonna at least get enough to fill your bag. If you do that, make sure you hold the handbrake on the boat when you pull out there. That's kind of a tricky spot in the run. I've lost a couple runs there. Like, normally I try to use the concrete wall as kind of like an external brake, so that I can line up my shot on that guy. But yeah, it's a little difficult too when you're like trying to talk and keep all your trains of thought in order. Yeah, so here we're kind of just trying to wedge ourselves between this concrete wall and the palm tree to the left of it. I'd say we did so perfectly, actually. That was clean. If that guy gets too far under the camera, then it's dangerous to shoot him. Then you come over here, get on this hill so you're above the concrete wall. If you're too low and you shoot the concrete wall, the dude in here will hear you, and then your run's ruined. We have weed and cash here. It's good to know what you have there so you can make a decision about what to do later. If you're going for max cash, that is. Sometimes you don't get enough to fill up your bag. If that happens, there is one more safety looting spot. I'm not gonna show it though, that's so rare. Maybe I'll show it at the end, like in a separate clip. But I want to just show like a standard run first, because it's so rare to not fill up your bag. You can use left shift on keyboard to lift this up. I think it's the left stick on the Xbox pad. So yeah, you got the looting spot down there, and then you got the secret looting spot up here. Really? No cocaine at all? Okay. Okay, game. But yeah, let's say, like, I mean, it's just good to know what you have in that other area so that you can make a decision on what to take here. Sometimes if there's like, let's say there was just cash here, but there's weed back at that other spot, then you would want to go back and loot the other spot, right? But if you have enough here, you can just leave. So I'll just show you what just leaving looks like. I'm pretty sure you can figure out how to go back and loot the third looting spot without my help, if you need to. First, before you leave, you want to check... Oh, the Jeep's coming. If the Jeep's coming... Actually, even if the Jeep's not coming, sometimes it's good practice. Especially if you go back and loot that spot, then you're definitely want to come and check for the Jeep. Because if that Jeep sees a corpse, the alarm is called. So it can be worth it to drive down that road just a little bit to kill that guy if you go back to loot that twice. And then here you gotta go around this guard. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. Pretty much a perfect run, I would say. The only thing is, if you don't get enough to loot, that same road where you go down to kill the Jeep, you can keep going, and then by the way, jump off your motorcycle before it hits the water, or you lose a small amount of money. But yeah, that road where you kill the Jeep patrol just now, you can keep going down it and you'll find some looting spots in that area. There's like a big watchtower. You probably want to like go around that. I get caught there a lot. You probably want to just go around the giant watchtower. But yeah, that's really tough. You probably just have to accept you're going to get caught, and then just have to... At that point, you're just trying to complete the run in under 15 minutes at least. Because sometimes that'll complete the conditions necessary for the hard mode bonus. So it doesn't even matter if you get caught. But sometimes if you get caught, you don't get hard mode. It's RNG. And I have no idea what determines that. It might not be RNG. It might be based on like if you're on a hard mode run or not. Or it might be like it might change week to week or something. I have no idea. But yeah, I think I pretty much covered every single thing I've learned about Cayo Perico after doing it for like 1,000 hours. You know. See, I'm pretty sure, yeah. That's everything. I mean, that's not the setup. All you really need to know about this setup, I mean, I have a video about how to do the setup, I think, on my channel, if you want that. So yeah, GG's.